We'll open it up here for questions here with Sean whenever you guys are ready.
Sean, what was the feeling offensively? I mean, you guys were right there in the game, and then a bunch of turnovers. What could you tell was going on there?
Um, yeah, it's just frustrating. You know, I thought we were competitive the whole game, and it's not one person's fault. It's just, I guess we just didn't execute at the end of the day, and it is what it is. We're gonna keep our head up, and this is just gonna fuel us for the off season. So.
In a game like this, do you just, and you had to go through it last year with the pinstripe bowl too, do you just want to press the fast forward button to spring ball and that kind of thing? Or in a year like this, do you have to balance that with wanting to go home and see family for the first time in 6 months?
No, yeah, I think we're all just mentally exhausted, to be honest. I mean, I know we only played 9 games. We usually play 13, but it felt like we played 20 games. I mean, we're just all mentally on E. We all just need to go home, see our families, just be away from it for a couple of weeks. And I think that would be really good for this team. And then when we come back in late January, we're going to get after it. We're going to get after it for sure.
Sean, what do you say to Sam and what happened out there today? I mean, he's obviously carried you guys in a few games. I mean, what do you say to someone like that?
You just tell him you love him, and you're proud of him, no matter what the outcome is. He's my quarterback. I'll stand by his side forever. And I mean, he didn't have a bad game in my opinion. I mean, obviously he had the interceptions, but I mean, he did his best, and I know he did. He gave it his all. And at the end of the day, yeah, he's just, he's my brother. So I'm going to pick him up, pat him on the back, and, be by his side. So.
Sean, you talked about getting after it in January. By the time you get to January, which is just a couple of days, or when you come back to get after it, you'll have some time to process what this year has been for you guys. And maybe it's not a fair question right after the game, but how do you view what you guys went through in 2020 with everything?
Yeah, obviously we wanted to finish with a win, but this is a huge accomplishment in itself. I mean, we all got here June 13th-ish, and we sacrificed so much just to play the sport we love. And we could have lost every single game, and it still would have been an amazing experience. I'm just so glad everyone, training staff, coaches, the assistant training staff, students, everyone that just sacrificed so much just to play the game we love. It was a great season, and I'm so glad to be a part of it and that I had these memories. So.
I was going to ask follow-up, is this a memorable year or is this a forgettable year?
This is a memorable year for sure. I mean, nobody's done this ever. So, yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was frustrating. There were the downs, there were the ups, but now I'm going to remember this for the rest of my life. And I know my brothers will too. And I'm just so glad we got to finish it the right way and just finish it strong.
Sean, if you were told going into the game that you guys would have more than 500 yards, that would be considered pretty successful against their defense, right?
Yeah, I mean, we knew going into it they hadn't faced an offense like us. I mean, they were just facing Big Ten offenses that ran the ball, so we knew we were going to put up yards. And yeah, we definitely had a chip on our shoulder, knowing we were going up against the number 1 defense in the nation. So, I mean, I'm not surprised by the yards. We all expected it. We just wish we could have executed better at the end of the day. So.
Sean, what was the mood after the first 2 drives to start off the game? You guys kind of had to be feeling like you could do no wrong.
Yeah, no, it felt good. We were obviously excited, but just like, previous games before, like UNC, Belk Bowl 2017, A&M went up 14-0. So, we've been in the same place, we've been in the opposite place. So we knew game was far from over. I mean, obviously it was exciting to go up 14-0, but you know, I think everyone on the sideline knew the game wasn't done. So I mean, it was a good start. Just wish could have finished that way. So.
Sean, can you pinpoint why you guys struggled keeping leads? I mean, you guys had some big leads in some other games too. I mean, is there any one thing that caused that, you think?
No, I mean, honestly, not really. To be honest, I can't think of anything. The only thing I can think of is we just gotta execute better when it's third down, and you know, you gotta keep those drives alive. You know, sometimes the ball bounces your way, sometimes it doesn't. You know, it's frustrating losing like this multiple times in the season, but just fuels the fire, and yeah, just keep us motivated to never let it happen again, basically.
Anything else for Sean?